What is good, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we are going to be talking about my injury. So I haven't been running for a while, and I'm going to be telling you about what I've been up to, kind of what my injury is, although I haven't been to a doctor. So I'm going to be telling you my own interpretation of what I've been doing and the rest that I've been taking. Guys, if this is your first time here, my name's Matt, and on this channel we talk about all things running. If you like running injuries or not getting them, give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already, and hit that bell icon so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Okay, let's talk about my running injury. I haven't actually talked too deeply about what is actually wrong with me and why I haven't been running, but this issue has been kind of ongoing for several months. And if many of you follow me on Strava, you've probably seen me moaning about a little bit of some dodgy feeling that I've had. I would take a couple days off and then I would take it easy, and then I'd be right back into it because the pain would just go away. And let me describe the pain for you so you kind of know what I'm talking about. I wouldn't actually call it pain, but it is definitely a discomfort. As runners, we all know that difference. We deal with discomfort every single day. Like many of you, like many other times in the past when I've experienced discomfort on my run, I just kind of think to myself, you know what, Matt, it's gonna go away. It's gonna go away, so just maybe take it easy. And then that kind of magical thinking supports itself when it does go away for a little bit, but then it returns. Back on November 22nd, I had a very hard time sleeping one night because the pain didn't go away when I stopped running like it had every other time. And I ended up taking an Advil, which is just like paracetamol, some kind of analgesic to help me sleep. And that worked, but because I took that, I realized, you know what, this isn't healthy. There is something going on here. So I'm gonna take a week off. So fast forward, I took that week off. Then I went for that run with Harmony, and still no. I ran probably 5 miles without any pain, but then that feeling came back. That feeling came back, and it was a little sharper than it had been before, and it totally went away once I stopped running, but I knew that there was something else going on there, something that was a little more serious that I probably had to pay more attention to than I had been. So I decided to take another 2 weeks off. I'd committed to 3 weeks off now. Right now, this is about the halfway point of my second week off. So, and I'm feeling great. I'm feeling great. Occasionally there is still a little twinge, for lack of a better word. So I still feel it occasionally. Not pain, nothing that I would ordinarily notice had I not been taking time off for this exact problem. But it's like, it's right at the forefront of my mind, you know? I'm thinking about running all the time. And so when I feel something similar to the injury that has kept me off running, it sticks in there. I recognize it for what it is. But I still have another week off of not running before I go out for a couple miles to give it a test. And I'm willing to pull the plug the second I feel anything, but I've been doing a lot of activity without any pain, without any discomfort whatsoever. So keep your fingers crossed for me. On this video, I just wanted to go over what I've been doing. What does a runner do? I identify as a runner. It's the activity that I love to do the most. I look forward to it every single day. I want to get up and I want to go for my run. And I haven't been able to do that for several weeks. And if you are a runner, it is highly likely that you're going to come to a time in your running career where you can't run. Whether it's some engagement, whether you're busy at work and you may have an injury, you may have something that stops you from running because of pain. So I just want to tell you what I've been doing, and spoiler, it hasn't been as bad as I expected it to be. I've been running quite a while now, and there have been times in the past when I have really struggled with not running, and I am really happy to say that I haven't experienced that this time. I've actually been having a really good time. And here's why. My injury is not so bad that I notice it when I'm not running. So it really only presents when I'm running. So I have been able to get out and do a lot of walking. And as runners, listen, we wanna run. You get a lot more further, a lot quicker when you run than when you walk. But walking is highly underrated. And if you haven't given it a try, I mean walking for exercise, not just, walk into the fridge. If you haven't given it a try, I highly recommend it. And because of this walk-in, I have been spending a lot more time with Harmony. So usually Harmony would go out for a walk every morning. I would go out for my run every morning. Occasionally we'd run together. But now, because I'm walking, we're walking together every day. Like many other injuries in the past, I have followed the same pattern. All right, I stop running and I say to myself, I'm gonna get strong. I am gonna increase my weights. I'm gonna learn something new. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. And that's actually happened. That's what I've been doing. So Harmony and I have been doing a lot more yoga. And listen, you can thank Harmony for this one, but I did actually want to do a video on yoga for runners. I wanted to show you my favorite poses. I wanted to show you what I do and how I think it's making me stronger. But Harmony kind of steered me in another direction, and she says, Matt, you're not really good at it. You've got no right to be teaching anyone how to do yoga. And you know what? She's right. But I also want to say that it is a lot of fun. And I think it is a fantastic practice for runners. If you haven't ever done yoga, let me be the first to tell you it's not easy. I really think it will make you a stronger runner, a stronger athlete. I've also found that my balance is very, very poor for a man of my age, and yoga has been teaching me how to actually focus a little more on balance, and I'm seeing an improvement. So yes, I realize I am putting a positive spin on having an injury. Not all of you are gonna have this same experience, but you've got to be positive, right? You've got to start the journey with a positive attitude so you can come back and be stronger than you were. Many of you know I also have a Peloton spin bike, so I have been hitting that really hard, and that's been getting my higher end cardio fix. We want that cardio fix. We want our heart rate to get high, and that makes us feel good for the whole day. So I've been really hitting the bike hard, logging a few more miles than I normally would. And then of course there's weights. I've been doing a little more weight sessions with heavier weights and just kind of trying to make myself stronger while I have a little more time and while I'm not fatigued. So the great thing about not running is that you don't get tired from running. I can't wait to have that level of fatigue, that level of tiredness again when I come back. But while I'm feeling fresh all day, every day, I have been using that to do different activities, and I think it is really making me better, and I'm hoping I'm going to come back stronger and maybe with a little more balance. A tough thing about not running is that I'm starting to rack up some things that I need to do. I've got some reviews. I did have a pair of shoes reviewed. I know the name isn't on these pair of shoes, but which one of you can recognize the brand of these shoes through this plastic bag? You can't see through the plastic bag, so don't try and zoom in on the camera. Many of you may recognize that a certain shoe company sends their shoes out in a plastic bag and not in a box. If you know, write in the comments below. If you know, you know. But if you do know, I want you to tell me what colorway I chose. We're going to be reviewing the Polar Vantage V2. Pretty good watch. Stand by for that. This has been a super short video. Thank you for staying all the way to the end. If you guys have any questions about my injury, if you guys have any questions about your own injury, about things you can do moving forward, feel free to write in the comments below. My friends, my name is Matt. In a surprisingly good mood for not running. Be kind, be happy, run well. See you in a couple of days.